You are a qualified professional who moved to Canada. Your savings are running low, your bills are piling up, but you still haven't got the job in your field. Do you take that retail job that helps you pay the bills? Or do you hold out for something that matches your skills and experience? This decision can literally shape the way your Canadian career journey unfolds. And today, I'm going to help you make the right choice for your situation. If you are a newcomer in Canada, you might have already faced this dilemma. And there is no universal answer. What might be right for one might not be right for the other. But today, my intent is to give you a framework that helps you make that decision with confidence. So, let's go. First, let's acknowledge what we are dealing with here. Research shows that 81% of recent immigrants end up being overqualified for their jobs. Potentially, that's you, working in roles that are way below your skill level, feeling extremely frustrated every single day. I have heard from people who have gone from being doctors in their own country to now working in healthcare support roles and feeling extremely frustrated going from the top to the bottom of the same system. And the psychological impact is real. We are talking anxiety, depression, and loss of professional identity. But here is another thing to consider. Your bills don't wait till you get your dream role. Groceries, rent, and sometimes financial support that you need to provide family back home. These needs are immediate and intense. So, what do? In immigrant communities, you'll hear two different pieces of advice. One, hold out at all costs. So, some people say that if you can afford it, you should not be taking a survival job and wait to get that job in your field. And the logic is that once you get that survival job, you get comfortable with a steady paycheck, you get busy and do not find time to focus on your job search, and then months turn into years. Whereas others argue that survival jobs are just that, stepping stones. You should take survival jobs that will help you pay your bills, but then focus on your job search on the side so that you don't feel any pressure of finances, of bills piling up, but at the same time, you are also showing companies, employers, recruiters that you are working and integrating into the Canadian ecosystem. Now, both these different opinions or advices have merit. But the question is, what is it that fits your situation? Here is how to actually make that decision. I want you to honestly assess yourself on 4 factors. Number 1, your financial runway. You have to ask yourself, honestly, how many months can you survive without an income? And when I say survive, it is not restricted to just rent. It means groceries, transportation, or maybe supporting your family as well. If you have savings for only 3 months, then the math is absolutely simple. You need a job right now. But if you have savings for 6 months or more, you do have a little bit of wiggle room. You can hold out for some time to get that job that you are aspiring for. Number 2, what's your industry reality? Is the industry you are planning to get in, is the field you are planning to get in hiring actively? Do you need any certifications? Jobs like engineering or medical field, it requires rigorous recertification. Whereas sales is a kind of field where employers are open to international experience. Here is a reality check. Research shows that it takes up to 6 months for a new immigrant to get any job, but it takes around 4 years to get a job in your own field. So use this to have realistic expectations. Number 3, your strategic impact. Here is where most of the people get it wrong. They believe that any survival job or is something which is wrong. That's not true. It actually depends on how you use it strategically. For example, an engineer taking up a part-time role in a warehouse while working on his certifications is strategic. And so is a marketing person getting a retail job where they are networking and building relationship with clients and suppliers is as well. So you need to figure out your strategic impact and balance. If you get into a job which doesn't let you focus on your job search or doesn't even let you do any sort of upskilling or networking, then that's a trap. And finally, the fourth one is your mental health. Now, this is absolutely depending on the kind of person you are. There are people who have a certain higher level of stress tolerance. They can focus on their job search effectively while feeling the pressure of financial strain, whereas others cannot do that. They feel the pressure, and with that pressure, they cannot perform in interviews effectively. They get desperate. So you have to analyze it for yourself. None of this is shameful. It's just that you need to know yourself and act accordingly. Here is what most people miss. You don't have to choose all or nothing. You can think about taking a hybrid approach. Option 1, strategic part-time. Look for a part-time role that helps you take care of your bills while leaving time for professional activities. Activities like job searching, networking, upskilling, etc. Roles like weekend jobs, night jobs, or freelancing can work perfectly for this. Number 2, your field adjacent roles. Look for roles that help you build the relevant skills. Customer service roles for people who want to get into sales, administrative roles for people who are looking to become future managers, or anything that helps you build or practice your English or communication skills and understand Canadian workplace culture. Number 3, the timeline approach. Give yourself a deadline, maybe use 3 to 6 months and focus on your professional job searching. If you are not getting any traction, then pivot to taking a survival job while doing your job search on the side. Many newcomers that I know of have actually taken this option to integrate themselves into the Canadian ecosystem. Whatever you decide, there are some non-negotiables. If you decide to wait for that job that you aspire for, you have to focus on a couple of things. Number 1, make sure you apply to a minimum number of roles every single week. Number 2, network like your life depends on it. Number 3, immerse yourself in industry events, webinars, anything like that, and try to upskill yourself. And number 4, consider volunteering if you may, and then use it strategically to showcase your Canadian experience. Now, if you decide to take up a survival job, here are a couple of things that you need to focus on. Number 1, mentally treat it like temporary from day 1. Number 2, once again, network like your life depends on it. Number 3, use time so that you don't get busy and don't get comfortable with that paycheck. Use every second of free time towards your job search, towards upskilling, towards getting better and closer to that job that you are aspiring for. And number 4, frame it positively in your resume. Be proud, honest about it, and frame it as gaining Canadian workplace experience. Here are some signals that will help you reconsider your approach. It's time to focus on survival jobs if you have been looking for a job for more than 3 months with minimal interview activity. You are getting constant feedback from the market about lack of Canadian experience. Your savings are depleting and it's creating a financial pressure for you. And number 4, you are constantly seeing jobs that require certifications that you do not have. On the other hand, it's time to focus on your professional job search if you are constantly getting interviews but not quite landing the offers. Number 2, you have enough savings and minimal expense obligation. Number 3, your field has active hiring going on. And number 4, you have completed all sorts of certifications and you just need to break through. Pivoting is not failing. Lot of successful professionals alternate between these 2 phases, starting with survival jobs while studying, then moving to a dedicated professional job search, and then going back to part-time work. It's all about strategic adaptation and not giving up. Here is what I want you to remember. Both the paths can lead to success. I know immigrants who came, took a survival job immediately, and then worked their way back into their field within 2 to 3 years. And I also know people who held out for 6 to 8 months and finally got their dream role. The key is to take the right decision, which is based on your situation, and then implement or execute that decision with intention and strategy. If you like this video, share it with someone who might need it. And remember, your Canadian journey might look different than what you planned for, but with the right strategy, you will get there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.